So it's 2026 and you have your goals set, you have your vision board plugged, you have everything put in place. You look at your vision board and of course you're a visionary person, so you have all the goals put in place. If you're not a visionary board person or a vision board person, you definitely have your goals written down or you have them in mind, because I mean you are a very optimistic person. You're visionary, you look forward to the future, you want better things. So how do you get to start a new year without having goals put in place and set out for yourself? It's not possible. And so you are that person, you've done all of that. And of course, I understand because I have also had goals set for myself this year. And that is really commendable. Of course, that is supposed to be the case with any person who believes in self-development and being better. But then again, you and I know that setting goals are not enough. Setting goals are never ever enough. More has to be done when it comes to setting goals. You need to work at making sure that your goals which are set are actually executed. And so in this video, we're going to be talking about how to not just set goals, but to make sure that we get to achieve these goals. We are going to be talking about 5 soft skills that I believe every goal setter, everybody who sets goals should be able to imbibe and get to work with so that they can achieve their goals, especially in 2026. Do not forget that we are not just talking about 2026 like out of the top. We're talking about 12 months. We're talking about 365 days that you have to work at achieving your goals, depending on what time of the month you look or what time of the year you are looking at achieving this goal. So it's going to be a long period. So if you are not really strategic, you'll find out that you start very well on day 1, and before it's day 20, you are no longer you're off the hook. Hence the need for us to be sure that we are after this goal. So without further ado, I'm going to be listing and talking a little bit about these 5 soft skills I feel like all of us should have, regardless of what goals you're setting for yourself. I believe that we should all have these soft skills accompanying these our goals so that we can achieve them. If you are interested, stay tuned and stay tuned to the end because you're going to be enjoying this episode. Hi there, my name is Jill Asian, and of course on this particular channel we're going to be discussing everything personal development, lifestyle content is going to be here. We're going to be doing social commentary, everything we can talk about we'll be talking about on this channel. So if you love the vibe and if you want to be part of the community, hit that subscribe button, give a like, a thumbs up to this video, and also comment at the end of the video if you enjoy it. Before I even get into the 5 soft skills I think you should have, or anyone should have, all of us should have, let me talk about something, okay? And this is it. Enough with all the self-help videos, all the self-help talk, all the self-help content that you're consuming. Enough of them. Enough of all the self-help content you're consuming. Enough of them. Like, well done. You've done enough. Okay, you have done enough. You and I know you've done enough. Okay, you have done enough. Enough with all of the self-help content. It's okay, it's done its work. It's motivated you, it's inspired you, it's pushed you forward, and now you know you should work. Enough with all of the self-help content. It's now time to work, baby girl. Okay, if you're a guy listening, hello, it's time to work. Let's get to work. Enough with all of the self-help content. It's okay. We now need to get into the nitty-gritty of making these things work. So please, if you are still watching self-help, I'm not saying you shouldn't watch or you should never watch self-help content. Of course, they will always be relevant. You always need them. But I'm saying that you get to know the difference. You should begin to get to work and drop most of them. Because of course, like the name implies, self-help content, the more you watch them, the more you feel like you need help to start. You are now able to help yourself. So time is passing by, get up, do something. Yes, of course, you go back to self-help content once in a while when you need inspiration, when you need your brain to be, racked a little bit, and you just want to get some new motivation and all of that, a new sense of seeing things and perspective, fine and good. But enough with the constant consuming of self-help content. It's time for us to get to work. Okay, all right. The very first soft skill I think that you should acquire this year for you to be able to achieve your goals that you've set for the year, one of them, number 1, is clarity. Clarity is super important. I mean, we can't talk about this enough because as a new year has started, of course, you've seen so many people are already executing their plans. They are moving towards the goals that they set for themselves. Some people are getting back to school. Some are starting a new business. Some are setting goals for themselves. Some of them are being more serious with putting out content for the year. Some of them are just doing different things. Okay, they are doing different things to show that they are actually doing something to make themselves better this year. The thing about people documenting their progress and putting it on social media, and everything looks so flowery, everything looks so appealing, and so you see the results of everybody's success, everybody's push, and you believe that, okay, I should go here, I should go there. You should have clarity, and clarity will give you direction. You're not supposed to be everywhere, so talk to yourself. Everyone has a different journey. Of course, you should know this by now. Well, if you don't know, I should tell you, everyone has a different journey. Because someone is out there putting content online, it does not mean you too should be a content creator. If it's not your calling, if it's not part of your journey, you should not. Well, even though content creation is actually supposed to be part of everybody's journey, because nowadays you're supposed to be documenting your business, putting it online so you can make more sales, okay? But so you can extend your reach. But then again, that is aside, right? But it doesn't mean that, okay, if someone is doing this one thing, I should be doing it too. Your own journey is different. And for you have to sit down and, practically ask yourself, what is that thing that I should do for my own self and my own journey that is practical to my situation right now? There is that need to bring the whole journey of yourself to book. Write it down and look at what works for you. You should have clarity. Don't put yourself. I think that's why I made a mention of social media and the fact that sometimes you see people doing things on social media, you feel that, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing that. Most likely it's because you two are not actually putting what you're doing on social media. Yeah. It's because you're not putting what you are doing on social media. That's why it looks as though, okay, the other person is doing more than me. If you two were also documenting your own everyday process, maybe whatever you're doing, whatever you are selling, you were documenting it and putting it on social media, then you two would also be one person people are envying and wanting to be. Yeah. So let that stick in your head that it's because these people are documenting it, making it look beautiful. That's why it's as though you should be there. But you should remember this and understand that if you put your own eye down to what you're doing, you too can be successful. You too can push your path. So please, you don't have to be everywhere. Gain clarity as to where you should be and what you should be doing for yourself. And of course, there will be different goals you have in mind. See if you can actually segment them. So achieve one first, achieve the other one second. Just in order if you cannot, because mostly you can't do everything at the same time. So look at what you can do, what you can pick, and what you should drop. Clarity will help you have direction, and direction will make you achieve your goals very easily. You can actually do more research on that, okay? So that is what I'm talking about. Gain clarity. Beyond clarity, of course, the second thing you need to understand is self-awareness. I mean, self-awareness is the root of all of this. Without self-awareness, you just cannot know what you should be doing, why you should be doing what you should be doing, the motivating factor, what you should not be doing. You should learn self-awareness. And self-awareness comes from silence. Self-awareness comes from quiet. Self-awareness comes from understanding that there are some times you need to be alone. Your alone time is needed. It's not every time that you're out there having all the fun. Sometimes come into your own solo space and think, rethink, plan your life, write your things down. You shouldn't be making noise all of the time. Sometimes you need that quiet space to be on your own and structure your life is super needed. You need that sense of self-awareness where you can study yourself, know what is good for you, when you should move a different route, perhaps maybe pause what you're doing, go after something else, come back and achieve it later. Self-awareness and paying attention to yourself and your journey will help you with that, okay? So you should master self-awareness. If you have not mastered self-awareness before now, please find a way to master self-awareness. It's super important. Don't just be every and anywhere and be floating in the air. You should focus more on yourself, okay? Another very important soft skill I believe that you should have in this year 2026 to be able to achieve your goals, of course, is discipline. Discipline. In fact, discipline is enough to be the entire talk of this video. Because without discipline, you and I know that consistency will not be possible. And without consistency, you and I know that those dreams, those goals are not going to get anywhere. You know that. Don't forget, whatever goal you have, it's like one big house. There are building blocks to achieving these goals. And when I talk about self-discipline, I never forget to talk about this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. In fact, from the name Atomic Habits, you think of it as small bits of habits you take in order to achieve big goals. So a little a day. So your goals are like atoms, so small, but they are part of a very bigger entity. You have to go after them little by little. Imagine a house. A house does not just stand on its own. It has building blocks, from a block or a brick to another brick, and then we have a lot of bricks being put together, and then we have the whole house. You should understand that. Is it steps you're going to be taking to achieve your goals? That's a block, that's a brick. You move gradually to achieve the entire thing. So you don't sit down and expect that one day, just like you can't build a house in one day. It's not possible. You can't build one house in one day. Have you ever seen that? I've never seen it. No matter how rich someone is, they can't build a very big building in a day. It's not possible. So don't believe that, okay, you can build your dream in a day. It has to go through steps. I want to sound so practical. We are living in an age where most of us are so addicted to our phones. We have a problem with focus and attention. Most of us have that issue. We just cannot focus. But I want you to see attention in this way. I want you to see focus and attention in this way. See your attention and your focus as being a two-edged sword, right? You use it first to scan the world, get information, watch videos, watch content, learn things, right? That part, that sense of you that cannot just focus, that side of your attention where you put it everywhere, scan the world, get things. See it as a part of your attention that scans the world for raw materials. You get me? Now there's the other part of your mind, the time when you go solo, when you go quiet, when you get into the workspace, when you are alone. That's the part of your mind that has to produce. It has to work with what it has gathered outside. It has to get into sorting out, organizing, arranging. Do you get me? When you think of it that way, you realize that your mind does not just have to scan and scan and scan. Your mind and your focus should also be used to produce. That's where work comes in. That's where focus comes in. When you get to pay attention to your work, produce what you have to produce so that you can actually send it out to the world and make money and make impact, because at the end of the day, that's what we live by. We live by money, and of course we have to impact the world. So don't use your brain or your attention in just one way, otherwise you get to lose, because those people who create that content online, all the distractions are created to get money from you, your attention from you. They are monetizing the attention they are getting from you. And so if you are constantly giving that attention to them without creating something for yourself, then you lose at the end of the day. So yes, enjoy all of the distractions, get the knowledge that you get, but when it's time, know that you have to shut down, yes, and get into your quiet space. Focus on what you use, everything you've got out there to recreate something here in the factory, so you can bring it back again to the how is it called? You can bring it back again to the display room and show it to the world. Do you get me? All right. The last soft skill that I believe everybody should have, every goal setter, everyone who has set goals for this year should have, is adaptability. Adaptability is that goal. What I mean is, of course, life is unpredictable. We've set goals for ourselves. We've had the best of plans. We want to do this, we want to do that. But hope you and I know that even on our own end, we might be focused on our goals to achieve them. It might not come from us, but the external world has a way of twisting things. And if you are a Christian, God or the divine has a way of just making things go his own way. And when these things happen, what do? You have to adapt. You need to change plans. You need to shift. You need to see how you can make the best of whatever situation life decides to, turn things around to become. You need to find a way to work with that and not feel too bad about yourself. You need to know how to restructure, move places, when I say move places, move things, move strategies, change strategies. Because another thing is that you may have this goal set in place and you have the strategies set, but you implement them and they do not give the result you're expecting. What do? You have to change a bit of things. So adaptability is key and important as you step into this new year with all of your goals set in place. And that's all I have for you in this video. Did you enjoy it? If you did love the video, comment how you are specifically working at making sure what mindset, what soft skills you are working at making sure that you apply to your goals and to yourself, even as you hope to achieve your goals this year. Put it down there in the comment section, interact with me, and of course I'll be very, very open to commenting and replying to your messages. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, it's super important. Like the video, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.